Greetings everyone, it's time for another Mega Man game, and it's Mega Man and Bass for the Game Boy Advance. Originally released as Rockman Forte on the Super Famicom in Japan. And like the name suggests, we can play as either Mega Man or Bass. So, who to choose? Why not? Let's just choose the good old Blue Bomber. I mean, I feel traditional and heroic today, right? Right? Alright. So, right away, we go into an intro stage, and this here is the Robot Museum. Now, throughout the Robot Museum, we will come across homages to past Mega Man stage. Like this, for example, these drills coming from above and below, well, the walls and the ceiling and stuff. That's a shout out to Metal Man stage from Mega Man 2. Yes, and we will actually be encountering a number of these sections throughout this level, so yeah. And this level right here is an homage to Fireman stage, especially with certain enemies coming up from the ground later on in this section. Alright, so Mega Man. Well, his moveset is, yeah, because when you select a particular robot, they have their own little skill set. Well, Mega Man, he's pretty much the same since the past games. I mean, he can shoot, charge his buster, slide, and shoot through walls. Nothing new here, folks. Nothing new. So if you like to go all old school and play as the Blue Bomber like you did in the past, go for it. Don't worry, I will talk about Bass later on. Alright. So this game. Let's see here. Alright, let's talk a little bit more about this game. Let's see. Mega Man Bass, known in Japan as Rockman and Forte, is a side story in the Mega Man Classic series that takes place about a year after the events of Mega Man 8, but it's not Mega Man 9. No, we will get the real Mega Man 9 years later. It was originally released for the Super Famicom or the Super Nintendo here in America and other places, exclusively in Japan in 1998, and was later ported to the Game Boy Advance in 2002-2003, so yeah. Okay. Now, of course, this section right here, I believe it's an homage to Blizzard Man stage from Mega Man 6. You know, the up and down platform submarine thing. Only in this case, there was ice chunks too. I mean, I believe it's the only level of any Mega Man series to have something remotely similar to this, I believe. Now, of course, the problem here with the Game Boy screen is, well, you don't get to see the entire screen, as it were. Say you were trying to, like, make a jump upward, but there are spikes in place. You cannot actually see the spikes until, well, you're almost on top of them, or right underneath them, or something like that. And, yeah, that's one of the main problems of this game, so, ugh. Ow. Stupid drill things. Now, of course, you can use these drill things like in past games to farm for energy. Although, since I have no weapons to farm, well, I'm doing pretty good so far, might as well just press onward or something, so yeah. And we meet again, Toadman stage. Yeah, with all that rain pushing Mega Man back and ugh. Yeah, you gotta time your jumps carefully here. Now, you may have noticed that a number of these sprites and enemies are lifted from Mega Man 8. Cheap production cost, Capcom. And they've obviously downgraded them a bit to work, well, for a Nintendo system. Well, two Nintendo systems, as it were. So, yeah. Again, this is a guiding game. I don't know why they developed a game like this, but yeah. But anyway, folks, we have reached the end, and we have plot stuff. Proto Man! You have gone too far, King. I won't allow you to violate this robot museum. I've downloaded all the data of the battle robots. Now I can create an invincible robot army. Since you are a robot, you are qualified to join us if you want. Huh? It seems that your friend has arrived. I have no time to waste on you anymore. Wait, King! Silence! Whoa, hello! Proto Man! It's just a scratch. Yeah, right! You're a torso now! I'll take care of this. You go to Dr. Light for repairs. Alright, so it's off to confront this king. I appreciate your arrogance, but I have no time for you. I'll allow the Green Devil to handle you. Oh great, not this thing again. But thankfully thankfully it's nerfed in this port because, well, it is of a lesser quality than the PlayStation/Sega Saturn version. So that's good. All it does is just, it will secrete green ooze that can harm Mega Man, and that's it. All you really have to do is just shoot the big portion and shoot the eye to drain its health, and see how quickly that health is draining. I mean, seriously, you can get this guy dead in no time. Again, though, the green slime, though, can really hurt Mega Man, and you can still die because, well, even though it's easy, it's still a devil, and they deserve no forgiveness for me at all. And of course, this is also another saving game, so there's that. Alright, that's it for Mega Man. And let's go back here to the player select screen and choose base because, well, this is the first time we are actually going to be playing someone different in a Mega Man game, and might as well show them off. I mean, why not? Now, as you can see here, base will have a different skill set from Mega Man. First, he can shoot rapid fire blast. Now, while he cannot charge these blasts, well, they can pack a powerful punch, and they can go in 8 directions, I believe. You can shoot them up, you can shoot them diagonally, you can shoot them downward. It's pretty cool, really. The only main downside is that Base has to actually stand still while shooting. I mean, he's pretty much a sitting duck while he blasts away enemies. It must be an arrogance thing or something. Another move he has, the double jump. It allows him to, well, double jump and skip a whole bunch of obstacles that Mega Man would have trouble with. And another move he has is the dash. Now in this game, you have to double tap the forward button in order for Base to dash. And that can be kind of annoying if you're trying to be careful, so yeah. And another thing, Base, unlike Mega Man, cannot, Base cannot shoot through walls. I mean, Mega Man can, but Base cannot. And yeah, it's pretty much the differences between the two guys. That's pretty much it. Alright, so now the story is implied that both Mega Man and Base are actually working together. So what's the deal here? Alright, let's see here. According to this, after the events of Mega Man 8, Dr. Wily's whereabouts were still unknown, and he built a new castle to prepare for his comeback. But a robot calling himself King appeared and began to recruit other robots to form a new robot army. He believed that robots were not meant to simply serve humans, but rather that they were superior and therefore should be masters of the earth. Oh boy, so is this a plotline from Mega Man X before Mega Man X? Anyway, Dr. Wily was ousted from his own new castle. To stop King, Base and Mega Man made a truce to put a stop to King's rebellion. So, yeah, that's pretty much the story right there. It's implied that, in story, that Base and Mega Man are actually working together to stop King and his war against the humans. So that's interesting, in fact. However, when you select a character, you are stuck with that character throughout the entire game. So if I chose Mega Man at the beginning, I play as Mega Man from beginning to the end. And it's the same with Base. Now, what I'm doing for this playthrough here, since essentially these guys are pretty much going through the exact same thing, I will divide the playthrough up between them. I will play some as Mega Man, and then I will cut the footage to my playthrough with Base and repeat the process until I end the game. Again, for the most part, their playthroughs are similar, and you don't need to see me go through the same pathways twice. And I will make sure to go through the exact same pathway so that my playthrough is somewhat consistent, okay? Now, of course, there are differences in such like dialogue and plot elements, and when they surface, I'll make sure to include them in this playthrough, okay? Ow. Stupid net. Ugh. You know, it's too bad that Base is, his Base Buster can't penetrate Sniper Joe's shields at this time. Mega Man 10, excuse me, I got something in my throat. And I do like that there's that Woodman, Fire Dog in the background. That's a nice little homage to Mega Man 2 again. So, yeah. Again, the dialogue is pretty much the same up to a point. I'll pretty much join in when it's new. Of course, we already heard this. Blah, 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 blah. Battle robots, invincible robot army. You'll join me. Proto Man, join me. We have cookies. Huh? Another bug to squash. I'm sure my robots will entertain you. Wait, King! Silence! And once again, Proto Man gets chopped in half. Is that the robot who calls himself King? What a joke. Everyone knows that I am the mightiest robot in the world. I will show him who deserves to be called King. Sure, whatever, Vegeta. Whatever. I appreciate your arrogance, but I have no time for you. I'll allow the Green Devil to handle you. Okay, now this one can be a little bit harder or easier depending on how you play it. I mean, you can have Base stay in place and just, well, murder Green Devil. But again, there are still those green blobs to worry about. But they only take a little bit of damage off you, so realistically you can stay in place, you can shoot all the green blobs and murder the Green Devil from, well, a nice little safe point or something. And as you can see, obviously the dialogue has changed because, well, Base isn't considered a friend to Proto Man and Mega Man. He's more of a, well, he is definitely an enemy, so, but again, it's a truce, so, yeah. So yeah, seeing me almost getting the crap kicked out by the Green Devil while it's pretty much, I don't know, secreting goop, shedding or something. Yeah, this is a sign of things to come, folks. Alright. And of course, I'm going to use Data 2 for Base just because. Alright, so, anyway, the real fun begins in part number 2, folks. So, until then, bye now.